Hello, Girl Scouts. I am Sue. I'm with Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast, and we are located in the southeast corner of the state of Wisconsin in the Midwest, next to Lake Michigan, one of our country's Great Lakes. Today, we're going to do step 1 from the Brownie Space Science Adventurer Badge. This activity will take you about as long as it takes to watch the video because we're going to do the activity together. You will need a sheet of paper. You will also need some scissors and some tape and something to write with as well. For step 1, we're going to learn more about our solar system neighbors. If you live in a city, your neighbors live close to you. If you live in the country, your neighbors are further away. Think of our home planet Earth as part of a neighborhood. Earth's neighborhood is our solar system, and the other planets are the neighbors. Some planets are close, and other planets are farther away, and this you'll discover when we do the activity together. Our solar system was formed about 4.6 billion years ago. That's a long time. And our solar system is inside of the Milky Way galaxy. Here's a picture of our Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is in the suburbs of the Milky Way galaxy. So it's about halfway between the middle of the Milky Way and the outer edge of the Milky Way. So our solar system is kind of right here in the middle. Our solar system is made up of 8 planets, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but it's also made up of other dwarf planets like dwarf planet Pluto. It's also made up of a lot of moons and comets. Here's a picture of a comet. There's also asteroids in our solar system. There's even rock, ice, and dust in our solar system. And all of these objects orbit or move around our star, which is called the sun. The sun is also part of our solar system. To orbit means the path one object takes to move around another object. So like I said, our solar system objects, all our planets, our moons, orbit around the sun. When you think about the neighborhood you live in, how far away are your neighbors? Can you walk to their homes? What would it be like if it took you 3 months to walk to your neighbor's house? How often would you see them? Probably not as often. When you look at a picture of our solar system, here's a different picture of our solar system. It can be hard to imagine how far the planets really are from each other and from the sun. Earth's closest neighbor, Venus, is only ever as close as 25 million miles away, and it takes a spacecraft about 3 months to get there. If you were to travel 25 million miles in a car, it would take you more than 28 years to get there. Today we're going to look more at Earth's planet's neighbors by making a small model of a solar system. But first, I'd like to show you all of our planets. Let's start with the planet that is closest to the sun. This is Mercury. So Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. Venus is the next closest planet to the sun. Then we have our planet, planet Earth. This one should look very familiar to you. This is the 3rd planet from the sun. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. We have 2 more. There's 8 planets. Uranus is the 7th planet from the sun. And Neptune is the 8th planet, or the planet that is the furthest away from the sun. Now to make our model, we're going to use a strip of paper that will show us the relative distances between the planets and other objects in our solar system. Since you can put it in your pocket, we're going to call it a pocket solar system. Let's start by making our strip of paper. Your strip of paper should be about as tall as you. If you take one sheet of paper and fold it into 4 or 5 parts, then that will give you about 46 to 57 inches, which is really a long enough strip. What you'll do next is you will cut your cut along the folds. So cutting along the folds for me is going to give me 4 strips of paper. And then once you've cut along all of your folds, you're going to attach all of your strips of paper together in one nice longer strip. If you have long posters or adding machine paper, you can use that as well, but you can also tape shorter pieces of paper together. Once you have taped your entire strip together to make one long strip, mine is so long it doesn't even fit on the camera, you are going to label one end of your strip the sun and label the other end of the strip dwarf planets. So label one end dwarf planets and label the other end the sun. Oh, that was upside down. The sun. Next, you are going to fold your strip of paper in half so that your sun kisses the dwarf planets, okay? Once you folded it in half, then you're going to open it back up and mark that middle Uranus. So that's my middle, okay? So you have the sun on one end, the dwarf planets on the other end, and the planet Uranus is in the middle. Now, you're going to fold it in half again. So fold it in half like you did the first time. And then you're going to fold it in half again. So it's folded into quarters. After you folded it the second time, unfold your paper strip and lay it flat. And you're going to label the crease closest to the sun as Saturn. So that's my fold closest to the sun, which is Saturn. And you're going to label the crease that is nearest to the dwarf planets as Neptune. So here's my fold closest to the dwarf planets, which is Neptune. Now, fold the sun so that it kisses Saturn and make another crease and unfold, and you're going to label that new fold Jupiter. Here's what Jupiter looks like, okay? So now Jupiter is closest to the sun in our model. The next thing I want you to do is fold your sun so that it kisses Jupiter, so that they meet, and open it up, and you're going to label this fold the asteroid belt. Asteroid belt. Do any of you know what an asteroid is? Asteroids are rocks that orbit the sun, and the asteroid belt is where the most of the asteroids in our solar system are found. There are millions of asteroids in the asteroid belt. Here is a picture of an asteroid. So this is what the rocks look like in the asteroid belt. Millions of asteroids in the asteroid belt. So we are going to now fold, I've zoomed in a little bit as you can see because we're getting smaller here with these inner planets. So we're going to fold the sun in so it meets the asteroid belt, make a crease. And we are going to label this fold Mars. The neighbors are getting much and much closer together, aren't they? These inner planets are so much closer together than the outer planets. And we still have 3 more planets left, so you may need to write smaller now. Now, fold the sun to meet Mars. We're going to keep it folded, and we're going to fold that section in half one more time so that when you unfold it, you should have 3 new creases. You see that? You're going to label the crease closest to Mars, Earth. Oh, can you see that? Venus is the middle crease. And Mercury is the crease that is closest to the sun. So it'll look like that. Now take a step back, open up your pocket solar system all the way, and take a look at what you just created. Remember, the planets orbit the sun and do not line up like we see them in your pocket solar system. This is just a good model to show you how far the planets are from the sun. It also shows you how the inner planets are much closer together and closer to the sun in comparison to our outer planets, which are way out here. Great job. Did you like this activity? What is one thing that you learned about our solar system? Are some planets closer or farther away from each other than you thought they were? If it were to take a spacecraft about 3 months to get to our closest neighbor, Venus, how long do you think it would take to get to Saturn? What about Neptune? Now, I want you to be a good scientist and share your pocket solar system with your family or friends when you get a chance. Impress them with what you just learned. By learning about your neighboring planets, you just completed step 1 of the Brownie Space Science Adventurer Badge. If you are interested in learning more about space science, you can complete the other 4 steps from the badge to earn the award. These steps include seeing more than before, investigating the moon, being a stargazer, and celebrating and sharing what you've learned. Thanks for learning about our solar system with me. Be sure to check out our Girl Scouts at Home webpage for other opportunities, and if you're not a Girl Scout and want to join, go to girlscouts.org to learn more. Bye!